Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Daedra, and if you've been following this channel for a little bit, you might remember the Sword and Shield like deep dive analysis videos we used to do, where basically we would take the recent trailer and just really analyze it and look at things that maybe people in the community have found as well to try and figure out stuff we haven't seen yet, we might have missed in the trailers, and just make connections. So I'm very excited to get into this with the Legends Arceus trailer. We're gonna do the Diamond and Pearl remake trailers in another video, but for now, yeah, let's just get into the Legends Arceus. If you all enjoy, make sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah. So starting off, there's two type of combat systems that we were shown. So there's the like live action type one where you just, can fight Pokemon in the wild. You can throw Pokeballs at them. There's a dodge roll indicating that Pokemon, can hit you and you have to dodge away from it. So that's pretty interesting. And there are actually leaked screenshots that came out before the direct was shown to us officially that indicates boss type battles, which is really cool. And I'm very excited for that. Also on the Pokemon website, it said that this is the times before Diamond and Pearl remakes took place. So this is like the pre-sequel, and there are no gyms, no league or anything like that. It's just like kind of completing the Pokedex as far as we know now. And there is also a turn-based combat system as well. I don't know how the two are going to synchronize or how they're going to work separately, but I'm very excited to get into that. So speaking of like catching Pokemon and stuff, I actually made this connection too. This is young Professor Oak's Pokeball from Pokemon Forever, likely designed by Ken Sugimori. In the movie, it's 40 years before present day. Compare it to the Pokeball for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So that's actually interesting. If before present day a long time ago was only 40 years in the Pokemon world, like just that's how advanced technology is, that's actually pretty interesting. And Professor Rowan, we could see like a really young Professor Rowan in the Legends Arceus game, which would be so cool. It'd be even cooler if we could actually play as Professor Rowan, but obviously we saw we're like a form of Dawn and Lucas, I think. And speaking of which, if we take a look at their designs and a look at their clothing, they have a new logo that can be read as Gin. This kanji, also used in Ginga, means Galactic. As you can see, it resembles Team Galactic's logo very much, and I'm sure it's not a coincidence. We can see the Team Galactic logo on the bottom right on Cyrus, and then the the new Team Galactic logos on Dawn and Lucas's shirts, who are the main protagonists in the Legend Arceus. So that's very interesting. I wonder how they connect. I wonder if Team Galactic was maybe like a cult type thing that worshipped Arceus, and then just later on as Descendants came, it turned into like a really bad thing, but who knows? Obviously the main protagonists are freaking repping this logo, so it has to have some type of connection to a positive thing. But it's just weird how a positive collective like Team Galactic turned into an evil, so to speak, villain team in present Diamond and Pearl. Very interesting. I'm very excited to see how that develops story wise. Also in the screenshot where we see the starters, which is, I just had to say, it's very weird that we have these three starters. I'm very interested to see how they chose these three out of all the starters we got, but we can see flags in the background. That looks like the Galactic shirt logo that we just went over. And speaking of the place in the background, people are actually thinking that it may be a building in Eterna City. So we have here, the town seems to be Old Eterna City. The description on Bulbapedia says any town that has many people coming and going. The research lab with the flags is probably the Team Galactic HQ. And then we can see here an old city that shows fading and almost forgotten vestiges of ancient history. A gym is indispensable in any town that has many people coming and going. The city is no exception. The cycle shop is located here. There's also a building with slightly sinister atmosphere. A statue of an ancient Pokemon is prominently and reverently displayed. I wonder if our starter location will be in Eterna City. As for the Mount Cornet screenshots and all that stuff, shouts out to Dylan. So he says, saw this on Reddit. Does this mean the Distortion world is coming back? And you could see actually in one of the gameplay leaks, there is, the Distortion world cloud dimension vortex above, Mount Cornet or whatever, which is awesome. I'm very excited. And I would be surprised if the Distortion world didn't come back. I'm very excited to see how it will play with Giratina and stuff in the pre-sequel times. And I wonder how DLC is gonna work. So we can see the old Pokeball to the left, and then we can see a stack of books here. And the interesting thing about the stack of books is actually there's three. So there's gonna be chapters with DLC. I'm assuming, I really hope so. Maybe an Arceus chapter, a Giratina chapter, and then like Dialga Palkia, or I don't know. I feel like Dialga Palkia might be the main base thing too, but maybe the mythicals, the other mythicals, Cresselia, who knows? Heatran. I don't know. It's very fun to speculate though. There's so much potential they could do with this, and like there's so much we saw, and it just led to more questions, which is, I mean, that's awesome. But holy cow, dude, I'm so excited. I don't know. All right, so lastly, Cerebi is actually compiling all the Pokemon you can see in the trailer right now. So I'll just leave this down below so you guys can check it out. But obviously, if you see Rowlet, we can assume that their existing evolutions are also in the game. And yeah, so here we go. I'm just gonna kind of skim through it here. So we got Bidoof, pretty obvious stuff that we saw. I actually didn't see Chimecha or Bronzong, but I'm sure they're like right in front of it. It's just I was so focused on the freaking everything going on. And yeah, some cool stuff. Obviously Pikachu's in there, surprise, surprise. And Arceus is in Legends Arceus, guys. That's right, confirmed. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to keep up with like all this nerdy stuff and all this awesome Pokemon coverage, be sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, and of course subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you on the next video soon. Love you. Peace.